welcome back to our channel Low Point, and this is Anisha Babu. Child sexual abuse is a serious crime. As per National Crime Record Bureau, more than 100 children are abused daily in India. This is just an official number. The actual scale and problem of the child sexual abuse in the country is much bigger, as large number of the cases go unreported. Today we are going to understand what is PoCso Act. What is its significance? How should child abuse offences be reported? What is the degree of punishment provided under the Act? We have a Supreme Court of India advocate on record, Ms. Praseena Elizabeth Joseph, to explain us the same. So let's watch.
Women and children have been the most exploited sections of the society. Children used to be abused since early times. These innocent ones would not only have to feel the physical pain but also suffer mental trauma. However, due to fear of social stigma, majority of crimes would go unreported. But as time passed, awareness in the society started increasing, and this matter started getting its due attention. As a result, many sections were introduced in the Indian Penal Code to penalize such crimes. However, the law did not distinguish between an adult victim and a child victim. Due to the increasing trend of sexual offences against children, a separate act was passed in the year 2012, named as Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012, or PoCso Act in short. This is a comprehensive law which safeguards the interest of children who are victims of sexual assault, sexual harassment, or pornography. Child-friendly laws have been incorporated in this Act for reporting crimes and recording of evidence, as well as investigation and speedy justice through designated special courts. PoCso Act deals with sexual offences against persons below the age of 18 years, and it does recognize that boys can be victims of sexual violence as well. Offences under the PoCso Act can be classified into 9 categories. The first category is penetrative sexual assault. This is further demarcated into 2 age groups: children from 16 to 18 years and children below 16 years. Whoever does penetrative sexual assault on a child of age group between 16 to 18 years is liable to be imprisoned for a minimum of 10 years and maximum for life, and also fined as decided by the PoCso court. The fine amount must be just and reasonable, paid to the child victim to meet his or her medical expenses and for rehabilitation. Whosoever inflicts penetrative sexual assault on a child below 16 years is liable to be imprisoned for a greater period of time, that is minimum of 20 years and maximum for the remainder of his natural life, in addition to fine as decided by the PoCso court. Second category is aggravated penetrative sexual assault. Sexual assault is considered aggravated if the child is mentally ill or when the accused is a person whom the child trusts, such as a family member or a teacher, doctor, staff of a hospital, or a member of the armed forces, or a public servant, or a police officer, etc. Such a criminal is liable to be imprisoned for a minimum of 20 years and maximum for life or death penalty, in addition to fine as decided by the PoCso court. Third category is sexual assault. Here there is no penetration, but the person touches the private parts of a child with a sexual intent. Here the criminal is liable to be imprisoned for a minimum of 3 years and maximum of 5 years, in addition to fine as decided by the PoCso court. Fourth category is aggravated sexual assault. Here again, the criminal is a person whom the child trusts, such as a family member or a teacher or a doctor or a police officer, etc. Or if the child is mentally ill. In this case also there is no penetration, but the person is touching the private parts of the child with sexual intent. Such a criminal is liable to be imprisoned for a minimum of 5 years and maximum of 7 years, in addition to fine as decided by the special court. Now with these 4 categories, it may have been very clear to you that lower the age of the child and closer the criminal is related to the child, more severe is the punishment. Fifth category is sexual harassment of a child. Whoever harasses a child by passing a sexually colored remark, sexual gesture, noise, or repeatedly following the child directly or through phones or through social media with sexual intent is also liable to be imprisoned for a maximum of 3 years, as well as fine as decided by the special court. Sixth category is child pornography. It can also be subdivided into 3 parts. First part is whoever using a child to indulge in a sexual act or indecent or obscene representation in a photo, video, or advertisement in a TV, internet, he is using a child for pornographic purposes. Such a person is liable to be punished with minimum imprisonment of 5 years and liable to deposit fine as decided by the PoCso court. After his release, if such a person commits child pornography again, then he will be liable to be imprisoned up to 7 years and fined as decided by the PoCso court. Second part is, any person who stores or possesses pornographic material involving a child for commercial purposes, that is for transmitting or propagating or displaying or distributing, such an individual is liable to be imprisoned with a minimum of 3 years and maximum of 5 years or with fine. And if after release, if such person repeat this crime again, he will be punished with minimum imprisonment of 5 years and maximum of 7 years in addition to fine. Third part is, any person who forgets to delete pornographic material involving a child from his phone or computer will be liable to fine of not less than rupees 5,000, and if he repeats it, then the fine increases to rupees 10,000. Moving on to the seventh category, it's not only the accused who is punished, but also those who aid, assist in facilitating the crime are also punished to an equal degree as that of the accused. For example, getting the child to the accused by kidnapping or by using drugs or by obtaining consent from the guardian of the child by misrepresentation and assisting the accused to commit sexual assault on the child, accused and the facilitator will be liable to same punishment of imprisonment of minimum of 3 years and maximum of 5 years in addition to fine as decided by the PoCso court. Eighth category is, whoever attempts to sexually exploit the child but is unsuccessful is punished with half the longest punishment provided for the offence. For example, if a person sexually assaults a child, he is liable to be imprisoned for a maximum of 5 years. But another person who attempts to sexually assault the child but is unsuccessful, then he will get half the maximum imprisonment, that is 2.5 years instead of 5 years. Ninth category relates to silent spectators. Even if you have neither participated in the crime nor attempted the crime, but your only crime is that you were a silent spectator without reporting the offence to Special Juvenile Police Unit or to the local police. In such cases, you will also have to face imprisonment up to 6 months or with fine or with both. These are the offences and their respective punishments under the PoCso Act. Child or any person can report the offence to Special Juvenile Police Unit or the local police. Once the police prepare the report, the same shall be numbered and be read over in a language understood by the child or to the informant. Within a period of 24 hours, police needs to report the matter to the Child Welfare Committee and the Special Court. Where the police is satisfied that the child against whom an offence has been committed is in need of care and protection, then it shall make immediate arrangement to give the child such care and protection, including admitting the child into shelter home or to the nearest hospital within 24 hours of such report. With this, we conclude our today's session. My parting advice to parents or guardian of the child is, whenever children inform or hint about the incident of sexual abuse, let the child know that you are listening impartially with an unbiased open mind. Do not judge the child. Instead, give the child the opportunity to explain. Wait until the child has finished talking before asking further questions. Thank you.
Thank you for watching. See you next week.